everybody, RV Enthusiast here. Nice seeing you again. Today, we're going to unbox and go over some of the features on the Aventon and take it for a short ride. So you have seen me unbox bikes before. You'll see part of this, but you're not going to see all this unboxing. So let's get started. So it comes pretty nicely packed. Very nice how they keep the wheels in. There's two boxes here. And we'll look at those boxes in a minute. What we're assuming is in those is a charger in one and some accessories in the other, like the pedals, some tools and stuff like that. Pretty light, actually. This is the Aventon 350 Next Gen. So Aventon, I appreciate this bike. And as you guys know, I keep one side of the box on my walls for each manufacturer that I review. So the better half of this Aventon box will go up on my wall. All right, quickly we'll open the box. At least one of the boxes. Instructions. Pedals, tools, some other stuff, but I'm going to show you this here real quick. So this is a really nice wrench. This is a pedal wrench or a bike wrench. It comes with 15 millimeters and an 18 millimeter wrench. So very nice, very nicely made, and very nice ad, Aventon. Very nice ad. And this is a nice little tool set as well. So I'm going to get it roughly in position. It probably won't be perfect, and I'll have to adjust that via the two bolts that adjust the handlebars. But another thing you want to consider too is immediately take your battery out and start charging it. But now that's on, now we got to put the tire on. When you put the tire on, you want to make sure that the bolts, and this is on the outside, this washer, bolt, and washer on the outside on both sides. Okay, so there's a brace across the fork. Just stand on the fork, pull that brace off, kick it aside. Bring your tire over, lift up. The only thing you need to make sure is that these washers are on the outside of that drop down, and that your rotor's going to drop in. And what we're going to do is we're going to tighten these bolts. And these you want to snug down pretty good, because you don't want that falling out on you when you're riding. Okay, good enough for now. Also, I want you to know this is the small medium frame. This is not the large frame, medium large frame. But I got the small medium frame more for, it's from a 5'1" to a 5'11". I'm 5'10" and a half at the best. So I figured the smaller frame would work, but I think the bigger frame would work for me as well. But certainly the smaller frame for my wife when she rides it. Okay, now we got to put the pedals on, make some adjustments, make sure the front tire rotates smoothly. Have to adjust all the handlebars. Makes sense when you're riding the bike, it's on the left side. Left pedal. Now we'll do the other side. Okay, pedals are on. Okay, so the next thing we're going to open is the charger. All right, now we're going to charge the battery. Okay, to charge the battery, you just set it on the table or set it wherever you want. If you have it off the bike, you can charge this on the bike. And plug it into the wall. This light will go from green to red, and we're charging. We'll come back when it's done. All right, guys. So, maiden voyage. I did ride it down there. You see this on the, you'll see it on the drone footage, but this thing is whisper quiet. For a city commuter type bike, this is great. Swept back handlebars is a really good position. And yeah, this is a nice ride. A very nice ride. My wife will really like this bike. Laura will really like this bike. It's very form-fitting. She will think this thing rides really nice. 2.2-inch tires. Aventon did a nice job on the redesign, apparently, because this feels really good. And like I said, I just got on the bike. I have not done anything in terms of bedding the brakes or anything like that. Haven't adjusted them. I had a little not squeak, but a little rub when I started. After I put it together, I haven't had a chance to work on anything. So all I've done is put it together and brought it out here on this little bitty ride, and we'll see how it's going. But a very pretty bike, very comfortable. And certainly in the city, this is great. And now I'm just going to kind of go down here a little bit and ride down by the bark dust area and then back up that hill, see how it does on that. Like I said, this is basic. This is straight out of the box. I took it out of the box, and I thought I was going to adjust the brakes, and just been really busy. And now we're gonna take it down here, see how it rides. The next video is going to be I think, going to be how far this will go on one charge. Maybe that'll be I think what I'll do is I'll do another video here on accessorizing this bike, and then the third video will be a thumb throttle distance ride, and see how this bike rides on that. Anyway, we're in 7th gear. I'm in PAS 5. Now we're going down my hill here, and a very smooth ride. Haven't outpaced my gears yet. I still can put effort into it. I'm doing 22 miles an hour pedaling. Now I'm going to throw on the throttle, and let's just see how she goes. I have my hearing aids in, so very windy for me. I think that the camera does really well at blocking most of that out. Just going to take it down here, turn around. That'll be enough video for this video, the unboxing video, some of the component video, and a short ride video. That'll be the first one. The next one, I'm going to accessorize some of the top of the bike and add some components to it. And then we will see, the one after that will be the throttle only, how far will it go on one charge. My thoughts are this is going to be in the 20s, because if you think about this bike and you think about the motor, or 36 volts with almost 12 amps, and you know, that's somewhere around 400 or so, 420 watts. This motor is a 350 watt motor. Those watts are, I think this will get right around 20 on my frame with me on it. You know, that's a hard ride for this thing because it's carrying its maximum capacity. But Aventon's real world numbers seem to be throttle only about 24 miles. I think that's probably very, very accurate. I think I'll get probably in the neighborhood of 22 miles. But we'll see, you know. I've been surprised before, and like right now, I have not pedaled since I turned around. I'm doing 16, 17, 18 miles an hour, and I'm going uphill right now. Again, it's a gradual slope uphill. Nothing big, nothing major. So it's a very nice bike, and I love the little, you know, in my first video I ever saw on Aventon, when I did my friend's video, I mentioned that little baby light. That is the cutest light, and my understanding is it's pretty powerful. So yeah, let's see. So right now we're going up the hill. We're starting off the hill at about 20, and she's still going. She's still going, dropping to 18, 17. So it's making this hill just like any other bike, maybe except for the 750 watts. Almost 12 now, 11, 11 and a half, 11, 10. So it's going to make it. It is going to make it. So there it is. It made it uphill without pedaling. Okay. And so now we'll take it back. Yeah, that's fine. It can handle moderate hills. Did just fine, guys. And I think some of that compensation is the fact that it's a narrow tire at 2.2, not narrow, not a road tire, but fairly narrow at 2.2. And I think if I would have inflated it to the proper inflation, it would have been just fine. It would have even been better. But it's quiet, it's smooth. Again, on my bikes, I typically lock out my front fork. I do not usually ride with that front fork unlocked, so I'm used to a little bit stiffer ride, and it doesn't bother me. It's just fine. Just fine. All right. This bike is this is a nice bike, man. This is a good quality bike. I'm glad Aventon sent it to me, and very enjoyable ride. All right. Very, very nice, guys. Aventon, beautiful bike. Beautiful bike. Smooth riding. The tires are phenomenal. Very nice, quiet tires. All right, guys. Be sure to join me on the next Aventon adventure, which will be accessorizing it, and then the following, and maybe talking a little more components, and maybe I'll just accessorize it and take it for the ride as well. Subscribe and come back and watch the channel. I appreciate it, and thanks for joining me. All right, and we'll see you on the next Aventon Pace 350 Next Gen ride.